So, believe it or not, I got a rare footage from Leif Segerstam, my former mentor, one of my big mentors, and I'm just so absolutely sure you will enjoy it.
So, wir sind, ich soll auf Sie oder nicht oder was oder?
Wir machen ganz normal. We act natural, so we
Okay.
speak English actually.
Okay, in English.
So,
Nicht Wienerisch. Ich bin drauf gekommen, ich könnte schon Wiener noch nicht auch, aber ich habe Wiener noch nicht gespielt, aber ich bin noch nicht Wiener.
so today welcome to Nazanin's Conducting Secrets, and here I'm sitting with one of my biggest secrets, Maestro Leif Segerstam.
Hello everybody, I have secrets.
Okay, so here's the thing, we're sitting in Tampere in his dressing room. We came all the way to hear your Sibelius on the Finnish National Day and to celebrate it with you. So we heard Sibelius' 6th Symphony. Now my question to you is, I personally don't know anyone on this planet who does the Sibelius 6 like you do it.
No, because I do many things that are not in the score, that are between the lines. I am also a tone chooser. I choose tones like Mahler chose tones, and he was rather fresh
Yes.
in when he had Schumann partituras and so weiter. But with Sibelius, I feel that if I am gifted in using the musical material, which is only 12 tones or something in between them, and all overtones, and then the mycelium that you do with the intertwining of tones. If you do that since you are very little, I got the score of the 5th Symphony when I was 7 years old. I heard the 2nd Symphony earlier. I have played in orchestra already in youth orchestra much Sibelius, like the Spring Song, which nobody knows. But of course, the Lemminkäinen Suite I played in 1960 on tour as an extra musician with the Helsinki Philharmonic, Tauno Hannikainen conducting, and I was substituting in the last stand of first violins, which was very nice.
So my question to you is, like, because you're a tone chooser, you're a composer yourself.
That's why I know that it is allowed to choose around with the tones, because everybody uses the same tone. Mozart, Beethoven, Shostakovich, Segerstam, even Stockhausen.
Yeah.
But how do we use them?
Use exactly? And
I am tonal, and free pulsative. No conductor. Everything goes freely, but it is exactly notated, so you can only choose between forked pauses or forked attribute functions in crescendo. Is it straight or is it a parabol crescendo, or the vice versa? The material of music is actually nature. So if I ask what is music, the answer is music is not that which sounds. Music is why that which sounds like it sounds when it sounds.
yes, kyllä. So
Agree?
Now let me ask you. When you decide, let's say, for instance, just a small passage where it says molto allegro, and let's say...
It's a printing mistake.
That's a printing mistake.
Yes, it should say allegro molto moderato. And Sibelius' son-in-law, Jussi Jalas, just said that, oh shit, these Hansen girls, they... How could they leave such a... Everybody understands that you can't say tam-ta-ra-da-da-dam-ta, where it says allegro molto, but it is allegro molto moderato.
So that is the answer to my second question.
I didn't change it. It was a printing mistake.
It was a printing mistake. Okay. So now to the third question. I would like to ask you, since I think we have many decades of, differences in work experience. Is there anything where you find it has improved working with orchestras?
Yes, I am much better now. I am really good. I am as a
in the-
professor. I am.
No, of
I am
course. No, but I mean
exceptionally
in the-
good conductor
in the
now.
working
I
atmosphere.
wasn't.
Nah, I don't believe you.
Yes, I have. Yes, I develop every year. Even now, I mean, was it 2 years ago I did it in Turku, the symphony. I think I do it 133% now and maybe 96% then.
Then. Okay. No, but have you the experience that working with orchestras has developed in a positive way?
Yes, because after we Finn conductors came, it started with actually me.
Yes, you paved
And-
the way. Yeah.
Yes, and Okokamo and then the others. This that the conductor is first of all he has to be such a good instrumentalist on any of them. I am violinist, pianist. Esa-Pekka Salonen was hornist. He is not great, but he has at least tried to get the tone out of the horn and so on. And Kamu was a very good violinist. And if we are so that the concertmaster can feel, oh, here I have a brother or sister in music, which we can take some music and go and play it, and we match, we are good enough. So that means that if I then in the motoric gesture make something which is natural and demanding, then it is so that it is easy to do it with me, because I am so natural and so musical. But there are a lot of Robocop conductors that don't breathe with the music, don't look in the eyes of the player when we do this together. It's a kind of a grand chamber music, actually. That is the new way of playing symphonic music. And it has been so with Berlin Philharmonics, because you couldn't understand what the Karajan was fluxing there. And with Gergiev it's even more terrible. You don't know where it goes, but you feel...
But it's connected.
Yes, because in soul and in spirit and with the music in the notation, we seek in the now point, in the chain of the now point, where we surf on the homepage of the tone chooser, the composer. We seek to find the ultimate, the optimum version in the now point just now. And there it can be flavored even with political things happening in the morning news. Or somebody dies, like Maris Jansson's. If I play now Vals Trist, it is for Maris.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, you would love to hear it, I'm sure. Well, so basically all you're saying is that our profession has not changed. The mission of our profession, the body of our profession has never changed. Do you feel that let's say the social structures when it comes to the power of the orchestra has changed within the past 30 years?
Yes, because there are these committees and then there are these schedules, and you have to stop exactly.
Otherwise they kill you. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they at least behave terrible, and especially the German language players. They really know how to sabotage you.
Aus. Ja.
Ja. Ich sehe kein Eins. Bitte ein Eins geben. Mein Gott, du, ich verstehe nicht. Das ist ja fürchterlich, hier ein Schlag.
Yeah.
Schlag Obers.
Well,
Obers und Unters.
okay.
In
So,
Me Too, you cannot Schlag Unters anymore.
no. No. But so basically you're saying it was more free back in the days? Or more flexible, let's say flexible?
No, it was not Toscanini, he was a tyrann. And if somebody did, and then they gave him a watch of rubber, because he always was throwing it. And so he got
A bag of rubbers.
No, he got a clock, a watch that was of rubber, so it would not
Throw it.
Yeah, he threw it many times and it still ticks.
Okay.
Yes.
So our young conductors to be, what?
Those that study with me, they get this approach. But in the world, I don't think that there is such generosity, naturality, free positivity, imaginativity as around me.
Well, I cannot tell because I studied with you. So
Yes, but if you go to the place where Harrison Parrott has taken all the good Finnish conductors, whom did they get this spirit? From me. Yes, there was Jorma Panula, but he did not use the stick, and every second word was a curse. So it was not so easy to really get it from friend to friend.
yeah, but let's say
From
we
him.
have so many people watching who have not had the chance to study with you.
Yes, and I am old and I don't
So
help
what
anymore.
do you advise them? Let's say those ones who are about to graduate, who are entering the shark tank of this business.
Well, be honest with yourself. Look in the videos how you behave. At least the calligraphy has to be good. Like the German orchestra players say, ich sehe kein Eins. Ich möchte das Eins gut haben. Okay, so if the 1 is here, if you use a 2 and a 3, just this Christmas tree calligraphy you have to get in your hand. Usually it took this until Christmas, if you started in September, to get people in the class to beat 1, 2, and then the 3 as much from the 1 to the right, because 1, 2, 3, it is double. But you should not see the 1, 2, meow. No, 1 you should see, and the 2 and the 3. But they are in places 1, 2, 3, and if you measure from here to here and here to here, it's the same. So if you beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, still the calligraphy is there, and the and 1 is always the same, and 1. So a little bit upwards and higher than where the 2 and 3 or 5 or 6 or 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 10.
And with this rah, we finish this one.
Okay.
Okay?
Declare.
Ja, die kreeg. Kiitos. Thank you. Poor people who have not had the honor to study with you. It's really difficult.
How was it?
Subscribe.